Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. My account has grown 6,000 new followers just in the last 2 months. What would you even do with 6,000 followers? Could you even message them all? That's like 6,000 new people you could potentially sell to. That's like 6,000 leads. What does that look like in a room, in a stadium? In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how I did it so you can replicate the same for your beauty business. So we're talking all about trial reels today because it's time to stop hiding behind the algorithm and start dancing with it, because this is like the best thing ever. Because Instagram isn't just an app. Instagram is a stage. It's a stage. And every reel, every story, every post, it's a chance to be fully seen by your followers. And what I love about trial reels is that you're also going to be seen by non-followers. I'm going to demystify this for you today. But before I start, I just really want to ask you something. I'm going to answer this with your heart. What is your goal for Instagram this year? Tell me in the comments. Or just shout out yours. Is it growth? And why growth? Is it followers? Is it leads? Is it sales? What is it for you guys? Client leads, Marie says. Followers. Okay, let me tell you mine. My goal is to help you create content that doesn't just look pretty, but performs powerfully. So I want to give you the tools that remove the fear, that will let you test, tweak, and evolve. And I want to remind you guys, and this new feature, it's so great. It's going to remind you that perfection isn't the goal. The impact is, and this is where trial reels come in, because what if you could post without pressure? I'm loving it. What if you could be like super bold, actually, without the fear of bombing in front of your audience or getting canceled? What if the content that finally changes everything is already inside of you, but it's just waiting for a better way to be shared? So here's my promise that I want you to make to yourself today. I will show up even if it's messy. I will test and try even when I'm unsure. I will stop waiting for perfect and start trusting my gift. Does that seem like a change you want to make today? Show up even if it's messy. Because the world is watching and your voice does matter. You don't need more filters. You need more faith in your gift, in your vision, your voice. You're not just building a beauty business. You're building a movement. And trial reels is such a great way to play in this sandbox, especially if you're struggling with imposter syndrome, or you're like, I don't know if people are really going to want this. My team knows all I talk about to them is trial reels. Let's talk about trial reels. It's Instagram's best feature I think they've ever laid out. Okay, beauty bosses, this is one game changer. Trial reels is something that Instagram introduced, and it's basically a way to test your content before your actual followers see it. And they introduced it on December 10th, 2024. It rolled out to different accounts slowly. So here's how it works. If you've ever had like an idea for a reel or a rant in your car, that always happens to me. My rants typically happen in the shower, but I can't film there. Maybe a new offer, a different vibe, that you want to go for. Maybe you want to start talking about something. You want to start talking about, I don't know, maybe just something a little more controversial, a little more edgy. Maybe you have like an opinion, a hard opinion about something. And, this happens to me a lot. Like, what if this flops? What if it's too off-brand? Another one. Trial reels is your new safe zone. So with this feature, your reel gets shown only to people who don't already follow you. That means you can experiment without messing up your current aesthetic or confusing your loyal followers. So let's say you're trying out a new niche, maybe. or a fresh storytelling style. Like, we tell you guys at PRB, it's like you just to let people in, because you're building a personal brand, right? So what if you can use trial reels to test if it resonates with strangers first? Then, if it's doing well, getting shares, saves, and most importantly, follows, you can publish it to your main feed with one tap. Or you can even set it to auto publish if it performs above a certain threshold. It's like having like a content focus group that's built right into Instagram. So no more guessing, no more overthinking, just data-driven confidence. So I want to show you guys, these are screenshots and it was hard for me to find them, of my followers and also the views that I've had in the last 30 days on my dashboard. Look at this. I went from 74.1 thousand followers to 80.4K. And then the most amazing thing, and even my husband was really blown away by this. He was like, I don't think you've ever had 1.1 million views in the last 30 days. And I was like, I don't think so either. So I went from 357K accounts reached in the last 30 days to 1.1 million views in the last 30 days. And it's because I have been posting, oh my gosh, several times a day on trial reels, just like whatever comes to mind. I am a creative, and as beauty professionals, I'm sure you're all creatives as well, and you have that itch. And so trial reels has been so great for this. So let's get you seen. I've gained 6K followers in the last 2 months using trial reels. And most beauty pros guess what to post, but we are done with that. And today you're going to leave with a clear strategy that actually works for using this new feature. Okay. So this is how it works. Okay. So what are trial reels? Let's break this down really quickly, because once you understand this, your content strategy will never be the same. Trial reels are Instagram's secret gift to creators who want to test content without the pressure. Like, I have totally wanted this for so long. So trial reels are only shown to non-followers. So that means if you post a car rant or a weird idea or something new you're unsure about, it's not going to show up to your clients, your mom, or your followers, just strangers, like fresh eyes. And the second thing, it won't even show up on your profile grid or feed unless you decide to make it public. So you can test content completely behind the scenes. My team doesn't even know what's going on with trial reels with me. It's like my little secret world. The third thing is you get analytics after about 24 hours, sometimes sooner. And that's where the fun begins. You can see views. You can see how many people saved it. You can see how many people shared it. You can see how many people followed you from that particular reel. And lastly, if it crushes, and I've seen this with my own account, you can promote it later, or you can edit it and redo it and see if it does better with another hook or another sound. With one tap, it becomes a full-blown reel on your feed, or you can set it to auto promote if it hits certain numbers. So think of trial reels like your test kitchen. Like you're cooking up content. It's like a taste testing it out with strangers and only serving the best dishes to your audience. And this is how smart creators move in 2025. So let's go. This is for beauty professionals who don't want to waste time. Test new services, browse injectables, lashes, whatever it is, whatever new thing you have. You can try out promos, captions. You can even try out prices and see what the reaction is. See what actually brings in followers and not just likes. Here is how to post a trial reel so you can test without the stress. Okay, so doing a trial reel is super simple. Basically, just create your reel the way you normally would. Record, edit, add text, music, whatever you do. But before you hit share, look at this second slide in the middle. there's a little toggle that says trial, and turn that baby on. Now, once it's live, it won't show up on your grid or your Reels tab or in your followers' feeds. It's like a secret test run, only that strangers can see. So think of it like a soft launch, and only you will know it's a trial. It sits right here. Look at the third slide. It sits in your drafts area. It's nice. It's private unless later you decide it did well and officially share it with your whole audience. So you can test hooks, offers, weird, controversial ideas if you want without any pressure. I use this all the time to see what works before I commit. Got it? So this is what it looks like. It's just this little toggle. So here are my 3 power plays that I'm going to teach you about today. So the 3 power plays are, number 1, you can do A/B testing. The same video, different text. So you can test out different hooks. The second one is just casual content, a car rant, a behind the scenes, like a get ready with me or something like that, or just something random, right? That you get like if inspiration like visits you that day. Also, what I love about it is that you can repost old viral content that gained followers on autopilot. And I'm going to explain that in a second. So this is the 3 power plays. The first one, A/B testing hooks. So this is the same video, different text. So this is the one I do the most often, and it's been a game changer. And it's been such a fascinating source of like human psychology research that I just totally nerd out on. Like, what is actually going to hit here? You don't always need to create more content. Sometimes it's just about how you're presenting it. Even an old reel that flopped, you can test out, maybe it was the hook. So what is A/B testing? A/B testing is when you use the exact same video, but change only one thing, which is the hook, and specifically the text overlay in the first 1 to 2 seconds. Same audio, different visuals, different words. You can do that. That's it. So the reason why it works is because people don't stop scrolling for your background. They stop for your message. And different people are triggered by different language. So one version might say why your skincare isn't working. The other might say the number 1 mistake most acne prone people make. Same video, totally different energy because of just the visual text. One flops and one pops. And that's the power of testing. And here's what's fascinating about it. Sometimes the video that you thought was mid goes viral with a better hook. I've had reels with identical content that get 10x the followers just from changing the first line. It's not your content that's broken. I've seen your content. Most of the time, it's the hook. And this is why we don't delete underperforming videos. We test again with a stronger frame, a different frame, a more shocking frame. So here's how you do it, okay? Create your video once, export it twice with different text overlays and hooks, and post each version as a trial reel so only non-followers can see it. What I do is I wait about 24 to 48 hours. I check the metrics, which I'm going to teach you what to check for, and see which one got more follows, shares, or saves. And I do this now pretty much 99% of the time. So you should do it every single time because without testing, you're just guessing, right? And if you're only making one version of the reel, you might be sitting on a viral idea that never gets seen just because the hook was off. And you're not annoying the algorithm by posting variations. You're feeding it data, and data equals power. So if you want more results from the content you're already making, do less creating and more testing. You already have gold. It just needs the right rapper. So let me show you an example. Here's a video that I created.
Nick, you're gay.
Huh?
You're gay. Be gay. Be gay. Be gay.
Be gay?
Yeah. I just had to make sure these animals blushed.
Oh.
Not you, you fastidious queen.
Oh, you must be Nick.
Well, friends call me Gay Nick.
Okay. So I was like, how do I tailor this to my niche? So I tested out actually three, but I'm going to show you two different hooks that go with it. So here's the A test.
Nick, you're gay.
Huh?
Made my cousin pretend she's the receptionist so I look legit.
I just had to make sure these animals blushed.
Oh.
Not you, you fastidious queen.
Oh, you must be Nick.
Well, friends call me Gay Nick.
All right. And the next one, same thing, different hook though. When you're just starting out,
You're
and
gay.
make your bestie
You're
act
gay.
like your
Be gay. Be gay. Be
assistant
Be
so the
gay.
client thinks you're legit.
I just had to make sure these animals blushed.
Oh.
Not you, you fastidious queen.
Oh, you must be Nick.
Well, friends call me Gay Nick.
Okay. So I was like, which one's going to do better? Which one's going to do better? And I even had my team guess. So after about 24 hours, look at these views. Sometimes the views are massively different. This one was about, 1,000-ish apart. So I looked for the views and then I looked for the likes. Yeah, look, 195 versus 230. And then I looked for the key metrics, and here's where I want you guys to really pay attention. So, how to read your Instagram metrics like a CEO and not a content zombie. Let's talk metrics because likes are cute, but they don't pay the bills. If you want to grow your beauty biz with content that actually converts, you've got to learn how to read the right numbers. So here's a breakdown of the top Instagram metrics you'll see under your posts and reels and what each one actually means for your business. The number one thing that I want to talk about is interactions. So what is this? Total actions people took on your posts. That means likes, comments, saves, and shares all combined. So 419 interactions. So why this matters, it tells you how much your content is making people do something, not just scroll past. High interactions equals high interest. Watch out for high views, but low interactions. People aren't connecting. The content might look good, but it isn't converting attention into engagement. Second thing is followers versus non-followers. So what it is who is actually seeing and engaging with your reel, your existing audience or brand new people. So why this matters is if it's mostly non-followers, that means your content is reaching new people. That means it's great for growth. If it's mostly followers, you're just nurturing your community but not growing. I just posted something like that yesterday. Watch out because you need both. You need trial reels or boosted content to reach non-followers. So don't get stuck in preaching to the choir trap because you want to reach new people. The third thing are likes, which everybody likes. So what this is people double tapping your post. It's like a surface level signal of approval. If someone really cares about your business, I always say they're not just going to double tap. They're going to comment the keyword that you told them to comment, or they're going to comment even better for unique keywords because that could have your reel be seen by hundreds more people. So why this matters is because likes are the easiest form of engagement. It shows that somebody felt enough at least to tap, but that's about it. So don't get caught chasing likes. They don't always translate into sales or bookings. So I want you to prioritize deeper engagement like shares and saves. we're moving on to number 4, which are shares. So what it is, how many people sent your reel to a friend or shared it to their story? So why this matters is because shares are gold. This is word of mouth marketing on Instagram. It means that your content is hitting hard enough that's not to show it to someone else. I love shares. So what to watch out for if you had great content but no shares, your call to action might not be strong enough or relatable enough. 5 are saves. So what this is people tapping the bookmark icon to come back later. And this matters because saves are a huge signal to the algorithm. It says that this is valuable. People usually save tutorials, client tips, price breakdowns, anything that's helpful. So this is what to watch out for when it comes to saves. If you want more saves, make your content practical, not just pretty. Think value bombs, tutorials, step-by-step teaching educational stuff. 6 are comments. So this is replies, questions, feedback, even emojis, any direct response. Why it matters is because comments show conversation. It means your content sparked emotion, curiosity, or controversy. And Instagram, by the way, loves that stuff. It actually really likes controversy. So here's what to watch out for, though. If nobody's commenting, your content might feel too finished or intimidating. So try adding more realness or asking a specific question in the caption. 7 accounts engaged. If you've always wondered what this is, I'm going to tell you right now. This is the total number of unique accounts that interacted with your post in some way, liked, saved, shared, or commented. Now, why this matters is it's a big picture strategy. You might only have 100 views, but 60 engaged accounts, that is fire. That means your content is converting eyeballs into action. So watch out for if you have tons of new views or tons of views, but low accounts engaged, your reel is a pretty face with no personality. So let's fix that. 8, last one, follows. The number of people who followed you because of that piece of content. And why this matters, this is everything. If a reel brings in followers, it means it's doing its job. It's actually growing your audience. So watch out for looking back at your insights and you sort by follows and study the kind of content that brought people in, and then do more of that. So likes are fine, comments are cute, but follows, saves, and shares, those are the money makers. Your content isn't just art, it's a tool. So learn to read the signs and adjust your strategy so you can start posting with purpose. And this is the one of the most underrated metrics on Instagram. View rate past 3 seconds. Okay. Most underrated metrics on Instagram. And it tells you if your hook is actually working. So this is what it means. It's the percentage of people who stopped scrolling and watched at least 3 seconds of your reel. If 1,000 people saw your reel, but only 500 watched at least 3 seconds, your view rate might be 50%. So this matters is because you've really got to hook the first 1 to 2 seconds. You've got to hook someone to watch the whole thing. So this statistic shows how many people you actually got to stop their scroll and watch, not just scroll past, but actually pause and watch. So a high view rate equals your first few seconds are doing their job. And a low view rate equals your hook is weak and it needs fixing. Okay, so how to read this? You go to your reel, tap view insights, look for plays, how many total views basically, watch time or retention, and the percentage of people who watch past 3 seconds or audience retention. Here's the formula basically. Okay, so you see this like gray line right here? So this tells me my typical reel is usually watched here. But then this reel didn't hold their attention. It held their attention before that. This reel, shows that this reel held their attention beyond what my typical reel holds. So this is good. Does that make sense? You want a 50% or higher as baseline. If it's below 30%, do something else. Change your hook the first 1 to 2 seconds, and that's where the magic happens. Metrics should be there when you go to Insights. Okay, power play number 2, casual content. This is like a B-roll with a quote, a car rant, right? A get ready with me video. So those random moments like car rants, like a quote hit you today and then you want to share it. A get ready with me video where you're just talking while doing your brows, like that kind of stuff. It's the kind of content you're probably sleeping on, but your audience actually craves it. And guess what? It doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be real. No pun intended. And so here's how you kind of test it. Record the thing. Don't overthink it. Literally talk to your phone like your voice like memoing a friend or you're FaceTiming a friend. And pair it with a casual visual, right? A B-roll clip of you working, a clip of you making coffee, a time lapse of your drive, or a get ready with me moment. So use trial reels to post it. That way you can test it without the fear of what will my followers think. Check the data after 24 to 72 hours and see, did it get shares? Did it get saves? Did it get comments or follows? If yes, congratulations. You've got a new content angle to add to your strategy. So this works because it builds trust. People love seeing the real you behind the business. It stands out from all the polished promos on their feed, and it's the fastest content you'll ever create, but still brings in leads. It's easy. So let me show you examples of like some just casual, stupid things that I post. So this was like a rant I had, the one in the middle. This one was like, I don't know if this is going to do well. And this one was just B-roll of me and my husband. Like, I think it was like last Sunday by the fire, like having wine. And then I just posted a quote. All right. Power play number 3. This one's my favorite. Reposting viral content from the past. Okay. So reposting viral content on Reels. So let's talk about one of the easiest growth hacks on Instagram right now. Reposting your old viral content. If something in the past already brought you followers, why are you letting it collect dust? You can literally recycle your best performing reels and get another round of traction like once a week. Every couple of days, you can post the same thing. It's like a greatest hits album. If it hit in the past, post it again on trial reels and post it often. So go into your Reels insights, sort by follows to find which post brought you the most new people, or you can go to the most shares, the most saves, all these powerful signals of value, and pick like the top 3 that hit hard. Client testimonials, relatable quotes, tutorials, emotional stories. Download it. You can tweak it if you want, but that's optional. You can change the text overlay. You can add a new hook in the caption. You can even take like a trending audio and you can put the audio down to 0 and see if it makes a difference. And for me in the past, it has. That actually works. I was like, does this actually work? Yeah, I guess it does. You post it again as a trial reel. This way, only non-followers see it, so you're not spamming your audience with the same reel over and over again. And you can track how it performs a second time, a third time, a fourth time without judgment. Most of your audience didn't see it the first time either, especially if it's more than like 3 months old. New people are discovering you every day. They haven't seen this content. They haven't seen it yet. The algorithm already told you, hey, this worked. So lean in. This saves you time. No need to constantly create from scratch. You're working smarter, not harder. Here's a pro tip. Make like an album on your phone that's like a viral vault folder. and start saving every reel that performs well so you can easily pull it up from each month. Your old content is an asset. Use it. Here's some examples. So these performed really well on my feed already. So I decided to post it on trial reels again. It also did well, but I already posted this and it got me a ton of follows, a ton of saves, and a ton of shares. Apparently this was really, and I'm probably going to post it again like later today. Again. Maybe I'll do something different. I think I'm going to do a trending sound and like post it and then make it go to 0 just to see if it performs even better. Now I love trial reels. So don't let these rookie mistakes cost you growth. Let's talk about what not to do because I see this all the time and it's holding people back from actually growing. Number 1, changing too many things at once. How will you know what's working if you're changing the hook, the caption, the music, the outfit, all in the same test? Test one thing at a time so you can track and study what actually moves the needle. Second thing, do not ignore your analytics. I love a good vibe check, but business isn't just about vibes. It's about data. Your insights are literally your roadmap, so check them. The third thing is overthinking perfection. That's literally the point of trial reels. Stop trying to make your content look like a Netflix production. You don't need cinematic lighting. You need value. Done is better than perfect. Posting without a plan is also a mistake, like random posting, random results. Know your goal. Are you trying to get followers? Are you trying to book consultations? Are you trying to nurture leads? Post with purpose and not panic. And please don't make this last mistake. Not enough posting. Let me be clear. There's no such thing as spamming Instagram anymore. You could post 20 trial reels a day and nobody would know but you. Use trial reels to test like crazy without burning out your audience. So play smart, post often, and stop letting rookie mistakes rob you of growth. You've got the tools now, so use them. 6,000 followers in 2 months, all by using trial reels. I just created a massive guide on exactly how to do this. So if you're finding this episode helpful, wait until you dive into the guide itself. If you want the guide that accompanies this episode, where I give tips that I don't necessarily give on this video, go to sheilabella.com/trial reels. So you can copy exactly what I did and implement it into your own business. And I can't wait to see you grow. See you in the guide. Today you learned that trial reels aren't just the new IG feature. They're your secret weapon for fearless content creation finally and for real growth. You know how to use trial reels to test content without fear and judgment. I talked about A/B testing hooks like a marketing pro, reading the right metrics that actually move your business forward. You can post casual rants, client quotes, or just quotes that hit you that day, B-roll that still converts. You also learned how to repost your best performing reels to reach new audiences. And most importantly, avoid those rookie mistakes that cost you momentum. Because you're not just a beauty artist, you're a content scientist now. So no more guessing, no more hiding, just data, strategy, and confidence. Got it? By the way, you guys, we have a few more tickets for the Beauty Business Mastermind. Okay, if you have not been to a mastermind, or if you're coming to the one in September, fine. But yeah, this is like my favorite thing to do all year long. If you're in PRB and you have not been to a mastermind, what are you even doing with your life? Come to the one in September because there's a pre-sale right now that's $3.99. Come to a mastermind. I'm telling you guys, it's like game changing. You will not regret it. Get the sitter, book the flight, It's a small, intimate setting. It's not like a conference that, you get lost in the back or nobody knows your name. Especially if you're an introvert, get out of your comfort zone and come. I promise you, you will come home a different business owner, a more confident, more equipped business owner. It's 2 days. It's 2 days. You have enough time to reschedule clients and just move them around, but it's worth it. It's going to up level you like not even this coaching like this. It's a total confidence boost too. And if you're feeling stuck or if you're feeling kind of like bored of what you're doing, you need a pattern interrupt. Nothing changes you vibrationally than changing your environment. I always come back from things like this, like so hyped and so full of new ideas and so full of life again. All right. Awesome. There are no more questions. That's my time for today. And I'll see you guys at the mastermind, hopefully.